Hello, Internet. As always, if you're watching this as a rerun, go ahead and fast forward through the countdown timer. I only keep that countdown timer on the show and I don't clip it out because it will, if I clip it out, it will remove features for you like the automatic closed caption replay. No, sorry. Automatic comment. What is it? The chat replay. Automatic chat replay and the automatic closed captioning will be lost if I clip it out. So here comes countdown timer. And if you're watching as a rerun, go ahead and fast forward to the top of the show. All right. There we go. And I will, as always, get some audio jams going.
Welcome to All Things YouTube. Your host, Matt Haas, will be here soon. While you're waiting, here are 4 things you can do. 1. Get to know others in the chat room. Make friends. Don't be shy. Only awesome people like yourself are allowed in here. 2. Share this show. Hey, your friends also need to up their YouTube game. 3. Like and join this show's Facebook page and group. They're both great resources. Finally, slap a big ol' like on this video. That really helps. Matt will be here soon.
All right. People are starting to show up. Yes. I always have a hot mic during these countdown timers. Tell your friends, get them in here. Don't be shy. They'll be glad you invited them. Okay, some more audio jams from amplitunes.com, royalty-free stuff. You can have hashtag not sponsored. Zach Herberholtz, thank you for your awesomeness on amplitunes.com. Link in the description.
It's 7 o'clock.
No sound. How about that? No sound. I always forget to take myself off mute. Hey, you know me. I'm Matt Haas. This is All Things YouTube. Fire the sound guy. Yep. One of these days, I'm going to get my act together. Thank you, everyone, for the heads up. I know, right? I was going to double the salary of the sound guy. Well, the salary was 0, so 0 times 2 is what? Math is hard. No, anything times 0 is 0. Okay, much better. Yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm thrilled to be here. I tell you how to be awesome on YouTube. If something's new and different on the YouTube interface, I not only tell you, I show you. That's a good thing for you. Streaming every Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Glad to be here. Who's here? We have Making Sawdust, Mark Lindsay CNC, Maple Tree Studios, Harneal Media, Not Just Sawdust, Driveway Workshop with Jim Bashir's JP Woodwork, all the way from the UK, jolly old England. Welcome, JP. All right. Harneal Media, I think I said that. May have repeated a few, may have missed you. If so, I'll get you when you come around. Look at this. Hashtag not sponsored, but I got some mail. Klingspor gave me this button and a magnet, a sticker, and something I think is super cool. I hope this becomes a thing. A bar coaster, which, yes, I will be using 24/7. Thank you for that. Got some more stickers from Robert at Crosscut Creations. Thank you. Got one from Chris Pine, the Chris Pine Workshop. All YouTubers. And this is cool. I got a handwritten note on wood. Yes, this is wood. I thought that was neat. This is from Clay from Ghost Roach. Now, I had this sticker, but look, he gave me the different color schemes. I love it. Amazing. So, thank you for the stickers. If you want to send me your sticker, that's where you can send it. I'll give everyone one of these. And if you don't have a sticker to share and you just want one of these stickers, just let me know. I'll mail it to you anywhere in the world. Patreon members get this limited edition, very expensive hologram version, $1 a month minimum. And yes, you can pay $1 for 1 month and then not be a patron, and you still get the sticker, which is totally fine. Hashtag microphone or dollars or exclamation mark microphone. Yeah, what's happening there, folks, is if you type in a food emoji name, it has to be a food emoji. You can't just make up your own food and put an exclamation mark. The Stream Elements bot will give you a snarky reply. Is my hologram one in the mail? Of course! Yes, it is. I mailed a whole bunch of them. I had a big crate to the post office. And look, I got tired of buying these onesie twosies. International postage. These are the, $2 postage stamps for international. That's fun. Let's see. All right. Your bot don't like English food, LOL. Well, it has to be an emoji, JP. So, Jamie, if you just hover over the emojis and you see one of the emojis, type the name of the emoji and prefix it with an exclamation mark. You just can't put poutine in there because that's not a formal emoji, although it should be. Don't forget about the Facebook page and group. Go ahead and like the page and join the group. The group is a great place to get free advice, to ask questions, and to answer questions. Hey, part of being successful on YouTube is giving and taking. So if you want to give questions, that's good. Get you recognized. You get to help someone, which is cool. So yeah, join the conversation. All those things are there for you for free. Let's take a look at my webpage over here. I have a support tab on my Awesome Wood Things website, awesomewoodthings.com. You can become a Patreon member, subscribe star, shop on Amazon. I catch a few pennies that way. Buy my shirt, PayPal me, or send me physical stuff in the mail. That's awesomewiththings.com/support. And you can tip me tonight, and you'll get your name right here. If you follow this link is also in the description, uses PayPal and credit cards, and I get 100% of the revenue on that. Or become a Patreon member. That's where you pay a repeating monthly amount as a way to support the channel. Let's look at Patreon members. Our top patrons are Jerry Brown from polyonceacrafter.com, Portal Woodworks, and Osprey Mama. $5 a month are at the top. $3 Driveway Workshop with Jim Bashirs, $2 Horror Neo Media. If you want to become a Patreon member, I'll put your stuff up here and say your channel and show your artwork to everyone. Also, my email newsletter, it goes out. All my patrons are listed with graphics and links to their stuff. Plus, I'll have to redo this graphic. So if you want me to expend labor and make a new ping with a clear background for the screen, you'll make me do that, which I won't mind. $1 patrons, we have the new patron, Steve Carmichael from the Carmichael Workshop. Welcome again, Steve, to the Patreon Club. Miter Mike's Woodshop, Annabee Workshop, OJ Woodworking Crafts, Javi's Woodshop, Marcel's Workshop, JP Woodwork, The Mad Maker, and Mr. Mike Laffey from Maybe I've Said Too Much. That's a podcast. Special thanks to Makers Media Network. I'm a proud member of Makers Media Network. Find out more, makersmedianetwork.com. Hashtag not sponsored. I have no sponsors. Everything I say because I want to. But not English food. Even English friends over here in Portugal have discussions over it. Well, I don't control what emojis YouTube has, so I just sort of roll with what they give me. Yeah. See, this was the first one. Exclamation mark taco. Stream Element bot comes back. Just for you. That's a simple one. They get more snarky after that. So let's talk about what's new and awesome on the YouTube, shall we? Oh, fun announcement. I am going to try and stream every day in April on this channel. Well, 2 of those days I'll be on different channels. So I'm thinking of doing just 5 or 10 minutes, and it'll be an open Q&A or Ask Me Anything. I don't know if you've ever participated in an Ask Me Anything, but an Ask Me Anything is literally you ask me anything and I will answer it. It could be anything about me, my career, my likes, my dislikes, my passions, something about my personal life, ideally about YouTube. So I'm thinking about doing it at 5:30 p.m. Monday, every day of the week, Monday through Sunday. So we'll give that a shot. So keep an eye out for that. The whole idea is just to try and stream more, become a little more fluid online. That didn't make any sense. Become a little more comfortable speaking to the camera. And, as good as you are, as good as you think you may be, you can always improve. So I always want to improve. I've already set reminders on the first week. Oh, great. You found them. Great. I didn't do any promotion. If you go to the channel and go to future live streams, you'll see them start to stack up. So I did the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and the 6th is this show. So, I won't do it on Mondays at 5:30 because I'll have this full show. On Wednesday the 15th, I'm streaming on another person's channel. And there'll be little things here and there, but I don't know. We'll just try it. Jump on for 5-10 minutes, see what happens. Mark's been having some issues across YouTube. Actually, Mark's identified a problem with YouTube, Not that he's having issues. Let's see. It says it was blocking the auto start of videos in the editor, live streams, and closed captioning. If I clicked on the video, it worked fine, and certain things didn't work. Yeah, something's happening platform wide. That Mark and I were talking before the show, or chatting before the show, and yeah, something's amiss. I don't know what, but we shall see. All right. Let's get into the show. So what's new and different? I want to talk about smart replies. Oh, a Chrome extension. Okay. See, this is the great thing about Mark. Mark will notice something. We'll have a conversation about it. And then if you're not able to answer him, he can kind of come up with the answer himself. I don't know if that's what's happening this time, but hey, we're right back at you. All right. Oh, did everyone notice this up at the top? I don't know if my little magnifier will reach up there. Oh, yeah, it will. Heads up. Before the end of April, general access to Classic Studio will be going away for this channel. But fear not. YouTube Studio has all the tools you'll need to keep creating. How you like them apples? So they're telling you, folks, it's going away. Here's smart replies. Look at these buttons. Thank you so much. With a smiley. Yes, thank you, and stay connected. So what YouTube is doing is it's looking at the text of the comment one of your viewers put on your video, and it's prompting you on possible replies. You can click the little button and simply hit reply. Boom. Hey, how do you like the larger cursor, my pointer? See how much bigger it is? Yeah. What do I always say, folks? Every stream or every uploaded video, try and make something a little bit better. Well, that's my contribution for this time. Here's another one. Glad I could help. Glad to hear that. No problem. This user says, before I didn't know what it was used for, but now with your help, I know how I can use it thanks to you. So you could say, glad. Now you don't have to accept this. You can add your own flavor to it. You can add your own words, and you can modify what's there. It's just a way to kind of help you cycle through faster. Smart replies. Mark's given more detail here. It's what's happening this time, LOL. You remind me of the known issues card. I looked and found other people having similar issues. Yeah. One of my suggestions to Mark was to come to the dashboard in YouTube Studio and scroll all the way to the bottom, towards the bottom. This is the known issues card. When there's problems that YouTube knows about, and it's a big problem, they'll put it here. So Mark was experiencing some problems on YouTube, and Mark did the smart thing. Mark used multiple browsers, multiple computers, and multiple connections to different internet providers and different people's houses, or he confirmed that that was the case by checking in with friends and having them and the error existed across all those dimensions. So what does that tell you? That tells you it's not something funky on your computer. It's actually a problem on the platform on that side. So smart replies. Be smart. Use smart replies. Now, it won't do it on every single comment. It just does it on comments that it's relatively sure that its smart replies make sense. And, you know, the way it seems to be working, like if there's the word thank you, it'll have a couple different versions of you're welcome. If there's praise, anyway, it's computer generated, computer learning. Or it's a problem with certain extension in the web browser. Yeah, extensions can make a lot of things easier with web browsing, and they can go horribly wrong. So, I wanted to talk a little bit about securing your account. With a yes or no response in the chat, let me know if you have secured your Google account with either two-factor authentication or, well, there's two kinds of two-factor authentication. The ones where they send you a code to your as a text message, and one where you use the Authenticator app. So if you've used either of those methods to secure your account, type yes. Otherwise, type no. I think it would be important to show you how to do that because you really need to lock down your account, folks. Let's face it, we pour hours into making our YouTube channel something viable and entertaining and reliable for our audience. The last thing you want is to have that compromised. All right, we're getting some yeses in here. Maple Tree Studio says yes. Not Just Sawdust says yes. Good. Well, I think what I'll do, Mark says, no, I don't have a cell phone. Well, let me show you how to secure your account. Making Sawdust says no. You really have to consider this. So what you'll do is you'll go to account.google.com. I'm going to flip this. I just want to make sure the page loads without anything sensitive. Yeah. Now it'll forward to myaccount.google.com, but account, singular, account.google.com is where you want to go. And then you want to go to security. See here, security. I'm going to flip back because there's a phone number on this page I don't want to show. Okay. So this is the security page. Now, below this part, let me get rid of this. Below this point is the phone information. But here it is. It says two-step verification. Now, mine is on. There's a little caret here. So let me go here. Oh, it's going to make me enter my password. Ah. And then here I have the Authenticator app, which is activated. And I have the voice or text message, which is activated. And the Authenticator app is pretty wicked cool. I can show you that. Let me get my phone hooked up. Mark Lindsay CNC says, if they can verify via email or some other method that doesn't require a phone, I'm cool with it. No, I don't think they have a two-factor with email. All right, so now I'm showing you my cell phone, and I have the Authenticator app. And then here is numbers that change. Oh, shoot. No one log into my account real quick. These are going to change every 15 seconds or so. And then you type in the number that corresponds to the service that you have. And that's how it works. Okay, as of now, those numbers aren't any good. So I hope the 7 people that were watching didn't log into my account that quickly. But yeah, that's how you do it. And again, it's a rather simple process. It will send text messages to the phone number that you give. You have to confirm you got the text message, and then you're off to the races. So secure your account by all means. Please, please, please. Now, here's the thing. You got to make sure no one compromises your phone number. And that's the attack vector that people have. People will call AT&T, for example, say they're you, say they forgot their password, and convince AT&T to activate a new SIM, and then they put the SIM in their phone, and then boom, they're you, and then they go reset the password. They do the two-factor authentication, and then they're in. So that is an attack vector for two-factor, is someone using your cell phone. Now, if you really, really want to lock it down, well, look at this. Mr. Dave Gatton's here. Howdy, Mr. All Things YouTube. Howdy right back at you, Mr. Dave CNC Gatton. Glad you're here. If you really, really want to lock it down, you get a cell phone. Don't ever use or publish the number to anyone. Use that for your two-factor, and then get a second cell phone, and then publish the cell phone number in wide distribution. But that's only needed like if you're a celebrity, or or someone really wants your stuff. But still, the whole point is you have something your password, and something you have, your phone. That's two-factor, and that's more secure. You can tell your password to someone, and then that someone can tell other people, and they could get out. If that was the only barrier, is knowing what you know, that's easy to attack. But if they have to know something and have something you have, that's two-factor. There's three-factor, which is something you are, like a retina scan or a fingerprint or how you walk. They call it your gait. They have machines that can take video of you walking, and then if someone tries to impersonate you, they can watch you walk, and they can know that that's not you because you're not walking the same. It's very sophisticated. But yeah, soon there'll be three-factor. Something your password, something you have, your cell phone, and something you are, your eyeball. But anyway, that is that. I did a pretty sophisticated video on All Things YouTube. It didn't get much traction. I think I kind of lost people. But it was on analytics, which is the topic I love. Here in analytics, what I did was I was able to answer the question, how much of my live streams are watched live versus watched as a rerun? That was something you couldn't answer. And it was a sophisticated set of techniques where you went to let's see, what was that? I forget what it was. Kind of refresh my memory here. Yeah. I think it was... yeah, publish format. And then you had to do a compare to. This is going to get a little advanced here. And then you did period over time. And you should do it the same 28 days. And then do the line charts. And then you wanted to do live over here. And upload over here. No, it was upload and live. Last 28 days. Last 28 days. Oh, I almost had it. I think it was. I'm telling you, it was really, really advanced. Watch time hours. Watch time hours. Let's see if I can get this going here. Publish format, watch time hours, line graph, live, and live. It's a little bit different this time. It's weird. Oh, the filters. That's right. Gosh, this is so freaking advanced. Here, you have to filter it by on demand. And over here, apply. And over here, you have to filter it by live. Apply. There we go. Oh, man. Let me tell you. This is quite the head scratcher. So now we're getting the watch time hours. Purple is live. And blue is also live, but on demand. So they're both live videos. So they're both streamed shows. One is consumed on demand, and one is consumed live. So this is how many people watch live versus how many people watch the rerun. There it is. Isn't that awesome? This can now it takes a lot of clicks. You know, you have to do the compare. This is what I forgot. You have to put in the filters, and then you got to click these radio buttons down here even. But once you do, baby, that's what you got to do. You know, it's one thing to poke around the analytics and just sort of stumble on what you think makes sense. And it's another thing to go to analytics with a question. How much of my audience watches my live streams while I'm streaming versus how many watch it as a replay, played back replay? I just thought that was really cool. I really, really did. All right. Hey, guess what? Forgot to talk about what I do on Thursdays. You remember what I do on Thursdays? Mind Equals Blown with Brenda G on Brenda G's Designs channel. That's where you go, Brenda G's Designs. It's a show where we ask you to give us interesting facts, and if you give us interesting facts and it blows our mind, we give you virtual tacos and cowbell rings. The link is in the chat and in the description. No, it's not in the description. The link is only in the chat. Click the link, choose set reminder, and then see us there on Thursday the 2nd. It'll be post April Fools. So we might still have some of that April Fool's goodness spilling over into that show. So go to Brenda G's Designs on Thursdays and play along with that. It will be a lot of fun. Now, here's something different. What's going on with Matt Haas? Well, I figured out that I could use my DSLR, my full photo camera, that's also the video camera, to stream. I thought I needed to go out HDMI of the camera through a little capture device called a cam link, and then into the computer via USB. Well, I don't have the cam link. I didn't have an HDMI cable, at least not the kind that you can jack into your camera, like the smaller HDMI connector to the regular one. So I'm like, I guess I can't use it. And I was going to save up for a compatible camera. But I realized you can connect the USB out of the DSLR camera directly into the computer. just using a straight up USB cable. Now, not all cameras can do it. I have a Canon camera, and it was the Canon EOS line. E as in Echo, O as in Oscar, S as in Sierra, EOS. That's sort of their prosumer brand, like this, their low-end cameras. But all of them can do it. Do you want to see a side-by-side comparison? Now, what you're seeing now is my Logitech webcam, C920 or C922S or something like that. It's a webcam. But I was able to get my camera to work. Let me turn it on and show you what it looks like. I do have one problem with it though, and it's super. I think it's a problem. Let me know if you think it's a problem or not. Let me see. I might have to put. Okay, hold on. I think I need to put batteries in it. I bought one of those. Oh, I see. Darn it. Hold on. Push some more buttons here. Okay. I think it's coming. Yeah, here we go. Now you let me know what's better. Better one or better two. So this is the DSLR. All right. And this is the webcam. Webcam, DSLR. Aren't I a little bit more detail this way with the DSLR? I'm looking into one of those Logitech C90 webcams. Yeah. Holy carp! Massive saturation on the DSLR. Yeah, I can punch that around with the colors. See, I can. You know, I've got to dial it in. It's not so much the color that I want you to look at. It's the quality. DSLR is a lot clearer, says Harneal Media. Yeah. And then I can go back to the webcam. That's what I have been using during the show. See, look at my hair. Look at the texture on my skin. What little stubble I'm trying to have here. And then I think this is the webcam. Now we'll go to the DSLR. It's clearer, isn't it? And look, I can really get that background to blur even more. Or I can try and have mostly everything in focus. Like you can tell, like it's a real legit camera. Right about there. Now, webcam looks washed out, says Harneal Media. Those green lights behind you would keep me awake at night knowing they're in the house. The DSLR does have better resolution though. Cool. Yeah. So here's my problem with this one. Like, look at the wall. Like, look like right here and look like right up here. Does it like get dark and then light again? Do you see that? See how dark it is by the door? And then watch. Whoop. I cannot for the life of me get it to stop doing that. I did a video like this and yeah, you could just tell it was like light, dark, light, dark, light, dark, light. It was different. I don't think it's the depth of field that's changing. It's it's locked. That lens is not auto-focusing. It's something else. I didn't know if it was auto white balance or something. What do they call it? The gamma, the exposure adjustment. Yeah, I don't know. I can't seem to alter it. Like no matter what mode the camera is on, because it has like auto, it has no flash, it has meter, it has I took it to full manual and I put in 400 ISO and the 18 millimeter and the 1 point whatever this camera is. It's the cheapo one. The 3.5. Yeah, I think the f-stop 3.5. But it just doesn't like. I think that only matters when you press the shutter button halfway. Then those things come. Like whatever I'm seeing now is just like stuff that's being sent to the LCD panel in the back without any of that. Like, I don't know. Is that real bad where it gets dark and then light and then dark in the background and then light again? That is a lot more pronounced on the DSLR than it is here. Now I'm back to the webcam. Now watch the background here. I guess it does get dark and light there too. And I cannot stop that on the webcam. I've set everything I can to manual on the webcam. The webcam just has minimal features. Vermont Paint and Photos is back. Welcome back to the channel, Vermont Paint and Photos. I was doing a little A/B test between my webcam and my DSLR camera, which is only rocking the battery. So the battery might run out because it doesn't stay on very long. And then this is the webcam. I don't know. What should I do? Should I stream with my DSLR or should I stream with this webcam? I just think the image is so much better here. Now, yes, I can tone down the saturation, but as far as image quality goes, LOL, still the battery. Yeah. But the battery hasn't died yet. Now I'm going back to my webcam. I don't know. I'm trying, folks. I'm trying to up my game. And I think the DSLR as a streaming camera is going to be a good addition to the channel. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to get that they make a fake battery that plugs into the wall and it will feed it electricity all day long and it'll never shut off. And thankfully I've got the cheaper brand DSLR, like the low end DSLR, and those have that feature. The higher ends, they took that feature out. DSLR has a crisp view, that's for sure. Thank you. Yeah, so I think I'm going to switch it out for this one. And do the show like this. I'll tone down the saturation for sure. I think I've got I think it's just too much, but it really does change that background a lot. And I don't like, because I use my hands a lot, so I'm always kind of changing how much light is bouncing back to the camera. Maybe if I do something really white. Oh yeah, that really, wow. Look how, it's so dark. Look how dark it is. Let me get it as white as I can get it. Yeah, it's really dark back here. And now it's light again. I don't know. It does that with the webcam too. Is it about the same or is the DSLR worse? Maybe I'm making too much out of this. Maybe it's about the same and I should just use the DSLR. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I couldn't see the difference in 480p, the quality we mostly have to deal with here in the middle of nowhere. Well, good to know. Good to know. That's something to consider for sure. But, yeah. Yeah, so I think what I'll do is I'll build a stand for my DSLR where it will always be the same. It'll it'll be permanent. So I'll click the camera in place, and then it'll always be the same shot where I won't have to, you know, go like this or go like that, because I don't like the monitor. I don't like that part of the monitor showing, and I like my two little Lego figures here. I don't know. Very particular about this stuff. All right, folks. That's what I have for you. Next week's show, I should have been in Jamaica, but obviously plans were canceled because of the global issues we're having. Next show is on the 6th of April, 7 p.m. Eastern. There we go. Go ahead and click that link. Click the set reminder button once the page loads, and then come back here for the rest of the show. You're on a 4K 70-inch TV, so it's very noticeable. Wow. I should go downstairs to my television, or call it up here, and look at the difference. I should play this back. See, look at that. Even my hand up here makes the background darker. See it flickering? I think I just need to let that go. I bet you if I bought a new camera, it wouldn't do that, or it would do it a lot less. God. I'd like to test a whole basket full of cameras and then to return them all except the one I like. Find one that doesn't do that. I want one to just lock it down. Like, I don't want it to think. I don't want it to change the white balance. I don't want it to change the gamma. I don't want it to change the zoom. No autofocus, no nothing. I'll dial it in. Got to keep posting those affiliate links too, Matt. Someone bought a $6,500 laser after clicking one of my links. You never know when something like that is going to happen. Thank you. Yes, I do have links to my affiliate on Amazon on every single page, every single video. And see, here I'm doing my streaming gear. And all my gear is set to the... No, I still have the... You can't see my head. There we go. Yeah, look, I have this set up. This is really nice. This is my next thing right here. Oh, do you have any idea what this is? I really want this device. That right there. That is called the Go XLR from Elgato. And it is a soundboard for your XLR microphone, not USB microphone, an XLR microphone. And it's got awesome controls. This is definitely it's a half a grand. I mean, it's not cheap, but man, this thing is a beast. It's only for one XLR input, but those pads you can put sound bites in, something like this, or anyway, those can fire just with those sound pads. Yeah. And this will give you full compressor mode too, so you can make your... I don't know. It's just... It'll take my audio game to the next level. Let me tell you that much. But yeah. And then I was also, Mark, you'll be proud of me. Yeah, he says, oh, cool. Thank you. I was talking to some students. I'm taking some training on how to live stream, and I was talking to one of the students, and she needed help with these lights in the background. So I'm like, well, hey, tell you what, why don't you come over here and look at what I've got? And I pointed her, to these lights that I have. That's that blue light over there. And these are the lights that are illuminating my face. This one, those lights. And this is my current audio interface, but it's going to get upgraded to that. This can take the HDMI from the camera and turn it into USB video input source. I don't have that. You can't buy them now. Ever since the stay-at-home orders, these have been unavailable till they're out of stock everywhere because everyone needs to stream. Anyway, so yes, Mark, I've been all over that. Okay, we're going to end it here. Catch me Thursday over on Brenda G's Designs, and then catch me back here Monday, the 6th of April, 7 p.m. Eastern. I'll be doing another All Things YouTube. If you have a show suggestion, let me know. Find me, Matt Haas, on Facebook, or go to the Facebook page and group. And if you want to... If you want to become a Patreon member, you'll get one of these super rare stickers. Aren't they frickin' awesome? Anyone can have these. Just ask me for the logo ones with the wood background. $1 patron gets you that. Isn't that cool? Not Just Sawdust says, I use a Roland EDIROL M-16DX digital mixer. Oh, oops, sorry. Had that in the way. Boop. Yeah. I have a USB mixer. It's old. It's an Alesis one. I mean, it's old, and it takes a lot of electricity. That thing heats up. It's like a little furnace on your desk. I'm like, I used to do that when I used to do Skype shows, and you can capture the audio from a Skype guest with a real mixer, and it sounds like they're in the studio next to you. And you needed two machines and a mixer, but man, I had it figured. I snapped a picture of it and then diagrammed it, how I had all the inputs and outputs and all this. It was pretty complicated. I started to become a little audio engineer back in the day, out of necessity. And yeah, my Alesis audio mixer was doing that. But I'm telling you, this thing here, it's not so much a mixer because it has one XLR input, and it has an input for your computer. It has an input. It has 4 inputs. 5 if you attach another one. You can daisy chain them together. But really, it's built for one host on a show. I am one host on a show, and that is the Mac Daddy for that specific purpose. If you're trying to do a podcast with 4 people in the studio, all have an XLR mic, then you need something. You need like the Rodecaster Pro. Like that's a 4 XLR input that has all the bells and whistles, but not this. This one is for one host running their own show. Boom. That is the device for you. I don't even have a mixer. I just have the dynamic mic. Yeah, that's fine. Most people are fine. When you have a mixer, you can do things like, this is hard to explain. I'm just learning myself. You can say anything below this low level, clip off entirely, so it will be dead silent. So if there's just a little rumbling in the background, you can adjust it so it clips it off. Then things that are way too loud, you can bring the way too loud stuff down, and you can bring the real quiet stuff up. It's really strange. I watched a demo, like you could whisper as soft as you could whisper, and you could scream as loud as you could scream, and what made it out to the broadcast was the same level audio. So just imagine whispering, hello, 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 and then scream, scream, scream. But what you heard was the same, like the whisper was just as loud as the scream. Now, you wouldn't want that, but that's the extreme that you can take it. And with a little testing, a little know-how, you can change those parameters and get the mic audio to a whole level you probably couldn't even fathom, where when you're quiet it's dead silent, and then when you speak softly or speak really loud, it's all comfortable to listen to. Automatic gain control. Well, yeah, it's the compressor setting. Compressor is like the umbrella term for all these different types of controls. And I'm starting to understand them. Alls I know is, like, when I was in Final Cut Pro, I would take the audio out of this, put it in Final Cut Pro, take the compressor attribute, put it on my sound wave, and my sound wave would go up a little bit, and it would just sound better. And I'm like, oh, that's the button to make it sound better. And then when you look in the compressor setting, it's got all these controls in it, and it was just going the default. I'm going to learn what those defaults are, and it's going to sound even better. Anyway, this is the thing. Always strive to make it better. That's what you got to do. Always strive to make your content better. So there you go, folks. Come back on the 1st, 5:30 p.m. I'll be streaming for 5 or 10 minutes. Get ready to ask me anything. Ask me anything. As long as it doesn't introduce a low-level hum when it boosts gain on quieter speech. My Zoom H1 does that. I have auto gain control shut off on it for that reason. Yeah. This thing here is built for streaming, and there is no unnecessary hum in it. Now, the Rodecaster Pro, which is more like the podcast studio type thing, that will introduce a hum. And it's a known issue, and they're not fixing it because it wasn't built for streaming. That thing, the Go XLR, is built for streaming. This is a streaming beast right there. Look, it even says 4 streamers right in the title. Yeah. Put that in here. I mean, that's on the wish. I mean, frankly, that's a luxury item. I mean, it's not. It's a luxury item. There's just no other way around it. Do I need it? No, I don't need it. I mean, this is my audio interface right here. It has XLR in and USB out. But that doesn't have the compressor settings. That can't do it. I can't do the whisper and make the whisper loud, and I can't scream and make the scream not annoying. I could on that Go XLR. Anyway, put that link in the description of this video so folks can find it. Will do. Okay, we're going to end it here. Thank you, everyone. Stay awesome on the interwebs. I'll see you around. Come back for my 5:30 p.m. Eastern chat starting Wednesday the 1st. And we'll see how that goes. All right. Bye, folks. Stay awesome.